Is this global panic warranted at this point?
I think we need to acknowledge the fact that we can't ignore it, but it's not really warranted because the issue of variants will come from time to time. This will not be the last variant that is detected from anywhere in the world, in fact. So we're going to see more and more variants of SARS-CoV-2. We just need to learn the best way to really approach this situation when it emerges.
To your point, I think this is about almost the 12th or 13th variant since COVID emerged. How long will it take to determine just how serious it could be potentially?
It will take a couple of weeks. It could be, anything between 2 and 4 weeks. So a lot of answers are not available in terms of transmissibility, severity, and things like that. So obviously, based on the mutations that have been reported from this variant, is most likely to be more transmissible, but clearly we can make a foregone conclusion without any scientific data.
Yeah. Both your president, Cyril Ramaphosa, and the WHO are saying that closing the doors, closing the borders, as many countries are rushing to do, are not going to restrict its spread. Is it the wrong decision to slam borders shut?
It's definitely the wrong decision for a number of reasons. And I think for me, what stands out is the fact that detecting a virus from any part of the world does not necessarily mean that the variant originates in that place. And as we have seen in the last 24, 48 hours, there are a number of reports from elsewhere in the world of the same variant, which means it's been with us for a while. And it's just that it happens that South Africa was the first country to report the variant.
It's almost an indication of how sort of vigilant the South African authorities have been.
Absolutely. So we do have a genomic network, and this network is proactively, doing sequencing of the samples and looking for any new variants. And I know that it's not just South Africa, many other countries are doing this, but this is critically important.
You're, of course, as an advisor to the Ministerial Committee on Vaccines. What is your sense of whether this variant is going to be treatable with vaccines or preventable with vaccines?
Yes, as I said, unfortunately, we can't make any foregone conclusion at the moment. But we hope that if the current vaccines are not effective, at least they will be partially effective. So the strategy is still to encourage people to take vaccination seriously, because so far, all the variants that we have seen are somehow covered by the current vaccines. So it will be odd for this new one to be completely evade the immune protection elicited by the vaccine.
There have been a lot of people out of Africa highly critical of the fact that vaccines have not been properly shared around the globe. This has been a warning from the WHO from the very beginning. If vaccines were supplied, do you think they would be broadly taken up across Africa?
That is a million-dollar question. At the moment, we have seen a lot of vaccine hesitancy in South Africa and many other parts of the world, including Africa as a whole. So I guess the question really is important, but unfortunately, I can't tell you whether these vaccines will be generally taken if they were available. But it doesn't take anything away from the fact that currently, although the supply has improved, at the beginning there was a real problem with the shortage of vaccines.
If it's contagious but not as serious as Delta, what might this then mean for the future of COVID and how it continues to play out?
Well, this is just a lesson, I think, for the world that we have to learn to live with the variants, and we have to just think about other ways to live with these variants without locking down the borders or even considering lockdowns within countries because the virus is here with us. And we have seen that for every wave that emerged, there has been a variant associated with that wave. So clearly, it means that we will get some more variants, and these variants might be associated with waves. Obviously, as the vaccination coverage improves, we are most likely to see what we are seeing in countries where the vaccination coverage is quite optimal. You get the cases, but the severity of the disease is less and less, and you get less people dying from infection.
Yeah, it's not going to be a simple and easy process. Good to have you on, Jeffrey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.